Zeno here, and this time I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Duelist Champion, in specific support. So for this upcoming race, not that it's set in stone or guaranteed, but I talked it over with Pox and I told him that to go pure support champion. Like, try hard to the max support champion. And today I'm going to teach you what this support champion has to offer. You completely avoid Fortify. You just say screw it and you pick up the other 4 nodes. So anyone who's ever played champion, you already know what the heck I'm going to get into, so I'm sure you're giggling right now with excitement. Anybody who's never played champion or has always wondered what the heck it does, we'll go over that. It's more than just a free fortify. Yay. So I don't know what build to pick, but I know what ascendancy nodes I need to pick. For everyone watching right now on YouTube, this is a live stream. I'm doing this right now on Twitch, and I do this quite often, so welcome. Throughout this Theorycraft, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know how long, until I figure out what the hell I'm going to do, I will be taking suggestions from chat, so if you ever want to come on to Twitch, you can toss me a follow and partake in these theory discussions, because I fully encourage it. Alright, let's start with the bread and butter, the 2 single points. I'm not sure which order I should get these, but I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and lastly 4. We'll go with a 4 first. So the reason why I want to take First to Strike, Last to Fall is I get 40% more increased damage when I'm not on low life, so as long as I'm above 35% health or more, I get 40% increased damage. That does nothing for a party. However, my hits permanently intimidate enemies when they are at full life. This is great. However, you can wear Belt of Deceiver while leveling to get this effect. So you take Belt of Deceiver off when you pick up this node. So Belt of Deceiver also intimidates. There is also a new chest piece from Prophecy, the Council, I believe. I forgot the name of it. It's like Uriel's something or other. Let's see what it is. Pulling up the library. There it is. Uriel's Fostering. Okay, there's 3 variants of this, and one of these is a snake, which gives you poison. The other is a Ursa, which gives you flat fizz and bleed chance. The poison comes with a stake and flat chaos. And the last one is the Roa, I believe, which gives you intimidate. Yeah, I think the Roa gives intimidate. I don't know where the heck it states it. Let's pull it up. Where can you look up Bestial Roa? Doesn't state. Well, someone was telling me it's an Intimidate, so there you go. That's another way you can get Intimidate. Intimidate is 10% increased damage taken, which is a 1.1 multiplier to all damage received. It is additive with things such as Vulnerability, Maim, or this node, which is the thing I'm thinking about picking up from Merciless. This is number 3. Worthy Foe. Enemies you taunt take 20% increased damage, so it is additive with Shock and all those other things I just mentioned. Enemies you taunt deal 10% less damage with hits and ailments against other targets. So this right here makes it so monsters naturally deal 90% of their actual damage as long as they're taunted, and they receive an additional 1.2 multiplier to all damage taken. So this is just insane for party play. It's good for you, and it's good for everyone. Like, what's the downside of this? This one is number 2, so I'll get this when I'm done with Cruel Conqueror. It is 25% chance to taunt on hit, so me or my totems. 6% damage taken if you've taunted an enemy recently. So if I've taunted something, I'll take 6% reduced damage taken. I'm not sure if Decoy Totem works with that. Maybe not. Maybe the Decoy Totem would take 6% reduced damage. I would have to test that. And then 1% life regen per second if I've taunted an enemy recently. So if you use Enduring Cry, you're not only generating endurance charges, you're taunting, and you're also getting all sorts of things for yourself. And also whenever you taunt with an attack, it will apply the same debuff. So that's how you taunt things. You can either get 25% chance on hit and or use a War Cry. So this is the first one I was thinking about picking up. Inspirational. It's just all around movement speed damage. Now it's not super OP, but early on, that's like the two things you need is damage and movement speed. Because when you're racing, movement speed is the strongest stat in the game when racing. It was so important early on. It's so incredibly important. And on top of that, you get a little bit of aura effect. So this is an aura. Inspirational is an aura, so you do get some aura effect. So this already gets boosted. What's 5% of 8? It needs to be 5% of 20 to gain 1% movement speed. So you're going to need more than 5% here. But you will get a decent amount of extra increased damage. But that's what we got going on. Yeah, Maim gives you increased physical damage taken. Same modifier as vulnerability, just a different amount. Alright, so let's see here. That means I'm going to have to go out of my way for this. Alright, I'm actually going to use this for a change, which means I could get buffed Fortify, which is an okay thing for staying alive. Reduced mana reserve, increases area of effect, increases aura effect. Area effect and aura effect. That's fine. I was told I need to have, in this order, Assassin's Mark, Temp, Haste. Those are the 3 mandatories. However, I want to get them fine. So that was what I was told as a support, and to get all 4 of these. My objective is to live. I could deal 0 damage in this build. So what I'm trying to think is, Facebreaker doesn't get that much HP. I don't need to do damage. If Pox is playing Inquisitor, what's this? Increased critical strike chance against enemies that are affected by no ailments. 45% crit multi against enemies that are. So that means if I use a Cold Lightning or Fire Ignite, then he'll get crit multi. So Chill and Shock are the easiest to apply. Ignore Fire. He'll probably get this and then this. He'll probably pick this up first. So crit multi is the highest scaling stat for Inquisitor. Okay, let's see here. Let's just path HP and aura. Let's just get aura stuff. Aura stuff. Let's avoid damage. I could go like Dune Kubiari or something for all I freaking care. My objective is to live. Okay, how do I get this? I'll just do that. I don't need this. Is it better to go this way? Yeah. Two points for block. Pretty shitty pathing, oh well. Okay, I need aura effect, and I need it badly. So where can we go and get it? We have charisma over here. And there's also sovereignty way up here in Baghdad. Have you just started stream? If not, what have you thought so far? Thank you, sir. I just started my stream, and right now I'm just theorying out for Mayhem. I'm trying to make a champion. Yeah, a champion aura build. Right now I'm just throwing stuff together. I could go summoner. Maybe. Maybe. Right now I'm just trying to see what would be best here. Okay. So going this way, not so hot. Getting extra block is 9%. That's a maybe. We got this here and we got this here. Okay. I need to get +1 curse as well. Okay, so we kill the fluff now. That's fluff. This is fluff. Is it better for me to just go up this way and then come down here and ignore that? Maybe. So let's try that. EE, doesn't matter, he's an Inquisitor. Kill all that. What's my HP? 133, which is shit. Okay, I cannot go blood magic. That is just a no-no. Oh, man. Hold on a second. Somebody just donated, and my freaking Streamlabs is down, and I'll gladly share this on a YouTube video. I don't care. Gladly. So apparently a guy named Basic just donated. Basic is a Twitch affiliate. Pretty cool guy. And he just sent a $20 donation. And he says in chat, this guy, Zenocide Jesus, hasn't even checked his donations either. He's recording right now. Oh shit, he's right. Well, thank you very much. $20 donation from Mr. Basic. I appreciate it. No alerts. I'm sorry. Right now my sub alert is working, but my freaking donation alert is just busted as hell. I do appreciate it very much, though. Alright, so... this is wacky right here. This is just all too wacky, and it's like, this is just so defeating if I come through this way. Alright, let's do Micklats before I just aimlessly put points into things. Like, what the heck? Micklats? Aura? Cheers again, Basic. Sorry. It's pretty dumb of me. Okay, let's see what I have here without this. Let's just gut all this so I can be a little bit more rational. And my tree auras, I have 18% reduced, so it's not bad. Let's assume no enlighten. He wants haste and 2 blasphemies. I mean, that's just a barely. That is a barely. Whoo! Like, what skill would I even run? Shield charge on blood magic? That is, like, seriously barely. Which is a good thing, because it means I could run it without any hassle. Like, I can literally run it with just the amount of shit I have right now. If I go Essence Worm, I could put haste in there to blasphemy. So let's see how this works. So, where's Essence Worm? Essence Worm haste. So that allows me the same exact result nearly. So, not worth it. It's kind of counterproductive actually. You get a little bit of mana. He said you also wanted, yeah, he said haste, Assassin's Mark, Temp Chains. I could go Asenath if I really wanted to, but I think that would hurt me. Damn. A nice piece that sounds good, honestly. A nice piece that sounds really good. Truly. So at least I know I could sustain it with what I have right here. Get a little curse effectiveness, but my HP is so nothing. How am I going to pull this off? I do have 86 points left, so let's try and find some HP that I could scoop up that's rational for the limited amount of points I have left. Attack speed's always good. It does also have strength, which is HP in itself. There's HP here. There is the HP down here again, which does give aura effect, so it's not bad. What are we at now? 190. We're getting there. We're getting there. All I need to do in this guy is live. I don't need to deal damage. I just need to live. Alpha's Howl. Alpha's Howl is good, no HP. I'm trying to do Mayhem race, so even as good as it is, it's just mana reserve. It does give +2 to auras when I'm only running haste. I guess it would give +2 to blasphemy because it is tagged aura. Can't refute that. Is it worth it for me to run minions in this or to run totems? I could go dual totem. What would I run? If I were to have 2 totems, 2 decoys? Decoy regen, decoy regen. Let's see what totems there are, because the only thing I need to do is keep Pox alive early on. Well, early on I have to survive. I have to deal damage with him. I'll just go Pillar the Cage God and swap later, you know? Just go try hard early on. Just go some cheese leveling weapon, and then just later. Okay, so, whoops, not Pewee.trade. We're going with totems. Pewee. This should be interesting. 2 unneeded points at the bottom jewel. Noted. Oh, nice sub, Rockod. The bottom jewel, 2 unneeded points. True. Very true. No, it's not, because I'm getting this. So it's not 2 unneeded points. I'm picking up this 9% block. Unless, of course, you see something I do not. Do you go this way and then spec out of this? Once my gums heal fully, I'll be chomping on some pizza. Heck yeah, man. I could do these 3 points instead of this. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what totems we have, because if I'm not really dealing damage, I could go full support. Active totem limit, totem skills. Alright, so we have Devouring Totem. Totems cannot evade. Okay, cool. Ancestral War Chief, no. Ancestral Protector, no. Flame Totem, Devouring Totem, no. Rejuve Totem gives 162 life regenerated per second. That is so mediocre. Is that affected by anything? Searing Bond. Shockwave Totem. Siege Ballista. So I would guess I go Decoy Totem. I could go Decoy Totem, Rejuve Totem for full tryhard. Oh man. Hang in there, Rock God. So is dual totem worth it? Is that really worth being full tryhard? I could go Decoy War Chief, just so the War Chief can Calling Strike and apply main now. What can I apply that can give him extra elemental damage taken? Alright, let's see. Debuffs. Here This is the nitty gritty grind of creating a build. We have Ash, which doesn't apply. Corrupting Blood, her Blessing, Hinder, Intimidate. So Intimidate we automatically get. Maim doesn't matter. Mark of Dominus, Screech. Suppressing Fire, Tar. Curse. Oh, that's Annoying SLO. That's Anticipation does that, really? I had no idea. It's pretty good. It's really good. 110 life, a bunch of block. If you block, you intimidate him. And then champion. So I'll be doing Belted Deceiver first, and then I'll upgrade to First to Strike, Last to Fall. Maybe I'll just run Decoy Totem. I don't think I need to do anything else. I could run Searing Bond so he gets crit multi instead of crit chance, but if he hits once, then he'll automatically apply it, so it's kind of above and beyond. Curses. Suppresses Fire, Tar. Maim I don't need. Blind I don't need. Ash I don't need. So hard ground slows movement speed by 50% till. Pitch Darkness is the bow. Would I really want to run that? With at least 40 dexterity in the radius, Burning Arrow has a 10% chance to spread tar if it does not ignite an enemy. Only 10%? Like, that is so low. Like, it would be so nice if it was more than 10%. 1 out of every 10. Pox is going Freezing Pulse, either Totems or Self-Cast Inquisitor. I'm just going to give him deeps. I'm running Assassin's Mark Aura, Haste, and then Temp. Well, I'm running at least Assassin's Mark at a minimum. The last one's up for debate what we run. If I wanted to do damage, because I will buff myself quite well. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, honestly. Let's see if I can actually pull that off. I could go Facebreaker and maybe do this. Maybe. We're going to have to skip like all of this over here. I would have to come up this way if I was to do Facebreaker. And then I would go War Chief Totems. Like do a War Chief Totem. But I don't know how much I can actually pull off. And I don't think I would get that much HP either. And it's probably best for me not to go damage. It's probably best for me just to support him and to just go Pillar the Cage God early on. Because I already have, look how much strength I have. And that's just from casual pathing, you know. So I could carry early on a damage with Pillar and then switch out to full support later. He just needs early game assistance, you know. Like, I won't be pillar late game. Let's figure out what uniques to run. I wanted to run... Okay, so... The best one late game, so Lion Eyes is great at level 70. It's just an all-around safe shield and it drives quite often. It's 210 life, like that's a lot. With 1700 armor. The reduced movement speed you could ignore, and then a ton of block, so it's just all-around amazing. I can also go the Surrender if we were like super breached out, like decked out and everything. I could do this, because you get life when you block. It's like the Aegis shield. I would definitely go this. Like, why would I not? And then you get the Intimidate on hit early on too, so that's really solid. So that would be my shield, like one of those. Chest piece. All I need is just HP and aura. So let's see, aura, unique, PoE. Let's see what buffs auras. Yeah, the Surrender is just amazing. Yeah, Burning Arrow almost always ignites, so what's the point of the tar? I get it's supposed to be like a conflagration type effect. Alright, let's see what this says. Related or unique items. Wow, that's insane. Cabo. No, that's aura effect. I'll probably use the other one. How does that help auras? Oh, it's the curse, the chaos damage. Shaper Seed, he's going Valpact, so this is irrelevant. This is good for early level though. Really good for early level. Dying Breath. Increased area of effect of aura skills. Increased area of effect for curse skills. Increased maximum mana, increased cast speed. Nearby enemies have 18% increased effect of curses on them, so good curse effectiveness. Nearby allies gaining 18% increased damage, so it's a damage aura. 18% increased effect of non-curse auras you cast, so that boosts the hell out of everything freaking champion offers, and haste. It's really good. That's super good. Yeah, no shield, that's the biggest downside. And shield will keep you alive. Victario's influence would be awful. Victario's charity, that is not that good either. Ichimonji is definitely awful for me. Allies' aura buffs do not affect you. Your aura buffs do not affect allies. That's a rip. Alpha's Howl is okay, but it's only really good for blasphemy and haste, so meh. It's really not that OP. Kingmaker, again no shield. Nearby allies have Culling Strike. Insufficient mana does not prevent your melee attacks. So that's really, really good. Nearby allies have increased item rarity. And it does go crit. The Assassin's Mark would not be useless. Now we got an idea here. Okay, maybe I'll go Kingmaker. Like, I don't have to actually do anything, but then I have to actually scale the damage. You know, I would have to actually scale my crit damage. Is there anything I could do when you crit, something happens to your allies? So now we're going down that rabbit hole. Critical strike chance PoE. So getting rarity while you're leveling is not a bad thing, but losing your shield is. What's up, Hunter Fezza? Thank you very much for the host. Well, this is gonna load really slowly. So let's all say or enjoy our sleepy time tea. Power charge on crit conduit. I'm running Assassin's Mark Aura, so he should be fine. Giving him frenzy charges would be huge, though. What's up, Garbago? How you guys all doing today? Okay, let's see. Here we go. Local critical strike chance. Global critical strike chance. Crit multi. Other. Oh, that's really, really good. Holy crap. How have I never seen this item before? What the heck? How have I never seen this item before? Why haven't you guys told me about this item? I want to play with this item now. Holy... That is an elemental overload unique if I've ever seen one. Okay, the harvest. That is not good for me anyways. Good old rot gut. Okay, this is okay. Share endurance charges with nearby party members. It's not that good, but sorry for leveling. Nothing for like team play though. Thing is crazy. Okay, so nothing really insane happens. I'm trying to make some, when you crit, your party gets, there's none of that. So Kingmaker is just like a cool idea, but meh, can't happen. So I think I'm just gonna go shield. I don't know what'd be a good one-hander for me, like late game. Let's see, unique weapons, PoE. Oh, that's not how you spell weapons. Weapons, PoE. Sorry, Hunter Pheasant, no worries. I'm not gonna say anything, I don't care. Thanks for just stopping by and hanging out. Alright, let's see now. I'm looking for ore-related one-handers. Like just swap into once I'm not pillar anymore. Oh, advancing fortress. Oh, advancing fortress is great. 15% block. Socketed gems have level 12 fortify. There's our winner. I put my shield charge setup in here. Level fortify just gives you increased damage, so fortify is fortify. It's a freaking claw with life on it and 15% block. This is a claw. Singularity? Isn't that like damage related? Nearby enemies are hindered with 25% reduced movement speed. That's really good. Increased damage with hits and ailments against hindered enemies. That's only for me. Reduced mana cost of skills. That's not auras. So you just get this aura. That's meh. I'd much rather run Advancing Fortress. 50 life, 15% block for level 46. So I can go from pillar into this at any point in time after level 46. This thing is so strong. How am I going to get spell block? Well, there's Roomies, there's Quartz Flask, there's... I could run Perfect Form. This is Breach League after all. That would be a good late game. Get free phase aggro. Its Series Step would be Boots. Yeah, we're good. I can work all that shit out. Block is the most important thing early on. Most spells you could pot through or get resistance. HP and block will carry you. Usually what gets you early on is really, really high burst damage from like a boss. That might be a spell damage that'll get you caught. Or volatile. Other than that, it's all going to be attacks. Yeah, this is dirt cheap. Great support item. There's also the Romvarax, however you say it, the one-handed sword. Where is that beautiful beast? Here it is. What's the princess? Oh wow. Physical damage extra is cold. 30% of it. That's like a hatred. It's good for spellcasters, I guess, at that level. Ichimonji is awful for this. Here it is. Or Rumvarax. So I almost said it right. 60 all res. 60 all res, that's all you need to know. So you can use that as a support guy. Yeah, dude. 60 all res, how do you deny that as a support? So those are my 2 support items. This will be like if I'm screwed. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and go right for the fortress, I think it's called. It's up here. So, advancing fortress. 50 freaking life is so good for a main hand, dude. Like, everyone loves Starforge because it's got 100 life. Well, for an offhand, or for a main hand, I guess, this is 100 life. So I'll have 2 shields. I'll have my shield claw and then my shield. So, this is tank, man. Hell yeah, K1. I'm always up late night doing theory crafting. This is going to be the tankiest character I've probably ever made in terms of support that does absolutely no damage other than Culling Strike. So, we're not going to get Fortify because we can get it from this. Just throw in Shield Charge, faster attacks, Culling Strike. Just... You can also use some kind of range thing to get the Intimidate off. Totems as well. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah, I really like that. So let's figure out how we can get HP. 190. I have a good amount of jewels. I have a... What's my block chance in here? My block chance is 9% paired up with 15 from the shield. Or 15 from our Mayhem, so that's 24. And then what is our shield at? If I go Lionize... I guess Lionize is not in here, or am I just blind? Oh, right here. So... Lionize or the Surrender would be perfect late game. This Lionize is 30 block, so we have 9 plus 15 is 24 plus 30, so we're sitting at 54 block. Roomies is 20 on that, so that's block cap with a perfect Roomies. Pretty good. And then the Surrender is also 30 block, and whenever you block, you recover life. And 100 or 1500 armor if you've blocked recently. Level 30 Reckoning is kind of cool, I guess, too. This thing is amazing. It's on a 40 life base, too, so it's 120 life. Lionize Remorse is 210 life. 210 life. Even though it's got such high base life, the Surrender is better because you recover life when you block, making it so the better you block, the better, including spell block. This is insane for a freaking champion during this league. If you can get your hand on one of these, it's going to take some work. This is like be all and all. Lionize you'll find before that one. So this is champion support. This is a full champion support. Going Worthy Foe, Inspirational, and First to Strike, Last of All, dealing 0 damage. My objective is to keep myself alive. So Fortify effect, a bunch of aura effect. I'm trying to run Haste, Assassin's Mark, and Temp. That is what I was told is mandatory. Everything else he will take care of. Aegis and Fortress are the same thing, or the Surrender rather. Aegis and the Surrender are like the same thing. Advancing Fortress is amazing as well. So here's my setup. This is 110 points. This is like level 90. So where would I go past 90? What would be the ultimate way to go? Because I need more life than this. There's life kind of sort of right here. There's a 5%. That's it. Yeah, it's kind of doo-doo. We got this right here, which is pretty doo-doo. We got this right here, which is juicy, but it's like 3 points just to get in here. But you get regen too. Not that way. I don't know how I could get frenzy charges to him. He can use Ice Bite. Who the fuck am I kidding? Ice Bite is incredible for him. The hell, I don't need to give him frenzy charges. Worry about myself. Just need HP. So maybe something like this. No, I feel like it's not that efficient. For 117, what's that put me at? 210. It's mediocre. How many jewels do I have? If I'm going... I don't even know what I'm going to use as my skill. Probably like just shield charge it, did everything, and then taunt it onto me with decoy totem. Make sure my curses are up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we can have enough life here. Like 117, this is just HP out the ass. This is attack speed, and this will help me out with jewel requirements for gems. My dex is actually pretty good. The life wheel above blood magic is 1, 2, same amount of points spent. I get, let's see, 15 plus 8 is 23 life. Here I spend 1, 2 as well, and there's 1 extra point, which is 1% regen. But instead I get 5, 5, and 10, 20% life with 30 flat, so it's about the same overall. 23%, and then the 30 flat kind of makes up for it, and the 1% regen. And this is attack speed for my shield charge and 10 int, 10 int, and 10 dex, which are going to help me out for support gems. Most supports things are int or dex in this case, because I'm running haste. Haste is like 144 dex requirement, I believe. So these two actually come in handy, as is this. The boosted fortify I mainly get just to keep myself up, but this I won't pick up for a while. This part of the tree I won't pick up for a while. It's not that much. Well, it's a little bit of aura effect. Actually, I'll probably rush these two. This will keep me alive early game and give us so much movement speed, and I'll probably rush this. No, actually, well, I'm going pillar. So this is great. This is good enough for pillar late game. And this, so right here I'll have a movement speed damage aura, and then I put on haste, and then we get a little bit of aura effect. So 12% aura effect on haste and this guy. So now we're getting pretty good boosted movement speed and a little bit extra damage. And then this right here also gives aura effect. Good night, Basic. Thank you again for the donations. Have a good night. I appreciate it. I could pat the bottom way. Shadow Toasty. TY Zeno for taking the sub-restriction off your VODs for someone who does not get to watch very much. No problem. No problem. Yeah, I switched back to full-time streaming, so I took all that crap off. I guess I don't need that. I don't need that point, is what you're saying. Is that what you're talking about? The reason I have this, you're saying I could path this differently. I don't need any of this. I could get 3 block, but then I have to spend... I'm still not pathing correctly. I guess I could go 1, 2, 3, but then how do I get over? I don't. So this is, I think, the best way to come down. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. This area is always so janky. This box is janky. This triangle up here is always janky. You know, those... Always spending 2 points to come into the Revenge of the Hunted. At least Forces of Nature is worth it now. You know, there's always those like really odd, like the awkward pathing to get Throat Seeker's another one. You know, it's always there. So what do I need to do to save a point here, Twitch chat? What are you talking about? 1, 2, 3. That's what you're talking about. I see. I see. 3 versus 4. Well said, Twitch. You win this debate. I bow down to you. Okay. Good, good. Curse effect is okay because I'm getting curses. Regen. I don't need dual totem. Like, what am I going to draw? Rejuve totem? I can go Rallying Cry, Enduring Cry. Figure out a way to do that. Hey man, that's 1 extra point. I agree. It's not bad at all. Actually, I saved 2 points. We were at 117 or 118 earlier. So our pathing has been good. Optimal. Okay, so now I'm only 1 point away. You win this argument again. So that puts us at 233 life, and now that is juicy. Which bandit would I help? Probably the movement speed. Get Creighton just for movement speed, attack speed. So We would have what? 123 is max points, correct? So, assuming, like, here, guess what? Alright. There's our build. Assuming we were to go that far, so there you go, I'll just take that out. Dude, here, you guys want to hear my day? YouTube and Twitch, this is my day today. Saturday morning, wake up 8 a.m. Brush my teeth, jump in the shower, do my deed, run downstairs, don't have enough time to eat, get a tea, get my thermos ready, get some hot tea, get in the car, go to school. 9 a.m. English class. I have 2 papers due that day. One's on cannibalism, 2-page paper on cannibalism. Don't even get me started on that rabbit hole. After that, I have to write a 1500 paper, which ended up being like 4.5 pages of... What the hell was my thesis on? Like, I don't even remember. I mean, just... What the hell was my thesis on? I don't remember. It was just some English topic that you can argue about, and I wrote my paper on it for 4.5 pages, and then I turned that in, and then I got home and I napped. Let me tell you guys, I don't have much time to nap right now. I'm working full-time in school, streaming full-time, and I got a family, so it's like non-stop. So I came home, napped, woke up from nap, streamed. After my stream got off, spent family time. After family time, I went to Pox's to set up everything for State of RPG Episode 1 tomorrow. Yeah! All the technical stuff got set up. Testes, 1, 2, 3. If you have 3 testes, you should probably see a doctor. And then after all of that, I came home, spent some time with the family again, about 30 minutes to an hour. And then I was like, I need to make a YouTube video. I need to Theorycraft this build for Mayhem, because Pox and I were talking about it. So here it is. This is it. This is the build. This is Champion running Lionized Remorse, some kind of its series step. My weapon is the Advancing Fortress. Ultimately upgrade to the Surrender. Alpha Tau would be a decent helmet, but there's no life on it. Just get HP. All I need to do is get HP, keep up Fortify, keep up those auras and curses, and I'm good to go. That's the only thing I need to do. Level as Pillar of the Cage God. That is what's happening. No hangover. I don't drink. I'm just tired. I've just been... Oh, 128 points is max? Oh yeah, that's for Scion. No, I won't burn out. Just move forward. Move forward, stay focused, eyes on the prize. If you do it every day, it gets easier. Seriously. If you do it every day, it gets easier. It's not even burnout, you just get used to it. I get sleep. I get my sleep. And I eat well. Alright guys, I think that's it for this build. So this is strictly champion support, and in this case I'm just going to keep up shield charge, fortify. If you just want to be an edgelord support, keeping someone alive, level as Pillar of the Cage God with some flat fizz like Deed Bell, and you could up... Oh, Deed Below is pretty good because it does give onslaught note to a party member, right? Or is it strictly to yourself? Because if that's the case, that is like super carry. Deed Below. Peewee. So here we go. Here we go. Drums of Truth. You and nearby allies have 20% increased attack, cast, movement speed if you used a war cry recently. That's onslaught to your party members. So this is great for leveling. I just can't leech when I'm on low life. And it's great for pillar leveling because flat fizz and strength. So this thing is super good. Level 33, you need to get the Dying Cry prophecy, which comes from General Gravicious. Like, that's Act 3 boss. So you can get this pretty early if you do your prophecy. But anyways, that's just another thing to throw into the mix for leveling that can help boost people if you're a champion support. It works. It works. I assure you it works. Champion support is... I don't know if it's as good as Necromancer or Guardian, but I know it's good. You get movement speed, 10% increased damage taken to the enemy, 20%, and then 10% less damage done. And then you get a bunch of tanky stuff, some aura effect. All of them give armor and evasion, which screams if you ever want to play champion Perseverance, this would probably be the class, you know, considering it is champion. Increased taunt duration is pretty good, I suppose. Anyways, that's it, YouTube. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to do whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Cheers. I'm out.